Hi, Soki. I wanted to take an opportunity to reach out to you. I watched your video, and so I'm replying to videos with videos. I thought maybe we'd try that out and see what that looked like. Kind of give me a chance to kind of talk about and address a couple of the things you were talking about. I thought it was really interesting. Excuse me, that you worked in a hospital setting, and that I know that's kind of different because I think, like you say, the patients don't necessarily they don't want to be there, or there's several circumstances in which they're there, and then I think when you compound that by, I mean, probably any of several things, um, I just think that's really interesting. So what I'd want to ask for further knowledge is, I mean, was it an ER setting where you were dealing with people, or because I bet that was really something, and I bet it was hard on just a real slight small window opportunity to meet a client and to have to work with uh, work with those kind of conditions. I bet it was really interesting. So, um, excuse me. I agree with I thought it was insightful that you were talking about mental health and labeling. I think that happens quite often. I question some of the things with the DSM five. I know when I got out of school, the DSM four was still in effect, and and I know there was some I don't know. Do I want to say complications between what therapists were saying? You know, the pros and cons between the four and the five, and so I kind of wonder. You know, it sometimes depends on what lens you're looking at clients through. I mean, what their experiences are. I mean, there's so much that goes into it. I just think it's really going to be insightful for us to learn how to properly diagnose. I mean, you talked about that. I mean, I just think I think that in itself is kind of an art. It's a kind of a, it's going to be interesting to see, you know, being able to actually figure out the symptoms that they're challenged with, and then be able to work through that. So I look forward to Dr. Kroner working with all of us, trying to make that happen. And then the piece with the cultural sensitivity, I think is extremely important, and I think you also hit that spot on in that all cultures don't necessarily believe in mental health. I mean, we assume because in our communities or in our society, you know, in the United States, we look at it one way. But there's, you know, I know that there's been different cultures that revere schizophrenia. I mean, it's like it's special. I mean, so I think that being aware of the cultures that we're working with, I think that in itself will be huge. So I look forward to working with you some more. Please let me know what you think about getting a video instead of a few promptings, you know. And so, at any rate, have a great day, dear. I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.